Good morning. Good morning. So this is my hair this morning because I put some heatless curls in and I tried that for the first time ever. So that remains to be seen how that's going to be looking. Good morning. So it is 8:38 on Monday the 28th of July 2025. And here I am with my hair, my heatless curls in, my heatless rollers, which are actually, I think, still drying because I put them in so wet last night that they definitely should have gone in a little bit drier. But that's fine because this is the very first time I've ever done this. So that's that. So things I'm lamenting about today are around the idea that this week I'm going to be doing full-time hours. Today I'm going to be doing 9 hours. And I'm just kind of thinking about this in terms of trying to keep it simple because there are so many things that I could do if only I had the time. And so this week's just going to be one of those weeks where I'm just going to have to keep everything so simple and just exercise the most amount of patience, really, and just kind of be willing to let it go. That actually, I would just literally so love to be able to be at home and have the time off just in order to trip around and do things. There are so many little things that I'm working on. And if I just literally had the time, like say if I had a day like today and I had the time off, there's so many things I could be getting on with and it would be so amazing. I'm at 10 subscribers, which is really cool. I'm really actually surprised and pleasantly surprised by that. I feel sleepy, if I'm honest. Went to bed last night a bit later than expected, but I'm still trying to adjust to the idea that it's okay if I go to bed like kind of slightly late. That's all right. And it's still okay if I wake up naturally early and kind of get up. So that's exactly what I've done today. Yeah, I do feel sleepy and tired. I think the mistake that I've made, what I'm kind of thinking about, is that yesterday was like my one day off, and I'm going to be working 4 days now. And I really just should have stayed in and just come back to ground zero, got some organisation done, had a lot of rest, and instead I was just up and out trying to keep up with other things. And it was misplaced, honestly. I shouldn't have done that. I really just should have stayed home. I could sleep for England. I could sleep for this whole day, I think, because I worked so hard last week and I'm going to be working hard again this week. And it just kind of feels like an impossible sandwich at the moment. It just feels like an impossible sandwich. I just feel like I'm sandwiched in the middle of what feels like slightly impossible, but it's not really. But I do just feel so tired. I'd love to just get on with things like tidying and sorting out the house, and working on my kind of extracurricular online projects, which could be making me money, but instead I'm just going out and not much more than minimum wage, and it just kind of feels a bit impossible, because I have to go out to get that job. But it's also slightly frustrating because even if I did earn full-time hours in that job, I don't think it's still quite enough to cover my monthly expenditure. So I have to think of something else quickly. And I don't know, in the coming bit of time I might need to go up to 6 days a week. I don't know really how it's going to be working just know that, I've got things improving and increasing on all frontiers. And so that at least is good. Things across the board are moving and getting better. So that much is cool. I almost feel like just laying here and having a 10-minute nap. I don't know if I should do that, but I might. There's just so many things that I am working on and can be working on, and that's great. I'm enjoying them all. I'm seeing progress in them all. I just literally would like more time. I'm like, where can this extra time be coming from? So that being said, today I'm going to be keeping it so simple because I need to for my mind, considering that I'm going to be working for 9 hours. The simplicity is going to revolve around the idea that I just need some cashew milk to bring back home to have with my matcha. There's a white bit here, but that's just some kind of leave-in conditioner or moisturizer. Yeah, so cashew milk. I'm gonna need to eat something for dinner. I need to get ready for work. I'll do one video today. And if I can, I'll just have one small, successful little trade, which I might do now because it usually wakes me up. But my goodness, I could just sleep for England today. So I think one thing that is quite cool is that my channel is like continuing to grow, albeit very slowly, but it's grown faster than I would have expected. Considering I'm kind of like recording and filming these for my own satisfaction as much as anything else. Like I kind of tend to actually focus on my own satisfaction and what it is that I would like to be doing, sharing, and saying, and not so much considering, creating content that's necessarily eye catching or like hooks the attention. It's just me shooting from the hip with like bits of moisturizer in my hair and eyebrow. I'm gonna go have a shower, but I have been pleased at how the channel has grown, relatively quite quickly. I think it really helps with me listing something every day and doing a daily posting, a daily sharing and a daily posting. But it's cool, and if I just carry on, that's going to be cool too. Be nice to get like this plate spinning, just spinning on its own. Just make a video, do what I see fit in the moment, kind of, you know share it as I'd like to share it, and just go from there. And that would be a cool avenue, potential income stream. So with that being said, I'm going to go hop in the shower because I have less than half an hour now before I need to leave for work. So I'm coming in for my last few minutes at home and last few minutes on my video. I made a mistake of going into the shower with my heatless curls in. I thought the shower would avoid them, but now my hair, or at least the middle part of my hair, is soaking wet again. So I'm hoping that's going to dry in the car. I'm going to keep the windows open. Other things to report are, yes, I do definitely need to keep it very simple today. As I said earlier, I'm just going to get milk and dinner because I'm working for 9 hours. Sorry, itchy nose, which can seem, a bit overwhelming, but I think it's going to be okay. Like, I feel all right about it. I've got my bag packed. I've got my 2 aprons ready. I'm going to keep a clean apron in the car from now on, which is so organized of me. That is the next step. That's the next evolution in my organization, my organizational game, my organizational journey. So that's really, really cool. Apron's going to stay in the car. Last few sips of green tea, hoping that the hair is just slightly drying off all the time. That reminds me I need to take a hairband. I might see if I can get one of these scrunchies from the kit to dry off in the car, because I think that would be really cute to wear a scrunchie, and I think it would help to keep my hair in good shape as well. So yeah, it's pretty soaking wet, but I'm just trusting that actually once I'm in the car with the windows open, it will kind of start to dry basically. I think that the long and short of it is that because I'm going to be in work all day, I really need to use my time at work to really think, what do I want to achieve today in terms of what do I want to achieve in terms of some really micro, small, achievable goals that I genuinely can do. I can sort of make them up in my own mind. I don't have to write them down. I can keep them in my own mind, such as milk, dinner, uploading a YouTube video. Yeah, I do think that I should push a video live, or at least intend to or aim to push a video live every day for 5 p.m. UK time, because I've got a feeling that's the right thing to do, and also it would be like a healthy aim for me, something healthy to aim for. I just love seeing this progress on all frontiers, or I just love experiencing some kind of progress or organisation or movement forward on all frontiers. I think it's really cool. That being said, I think I need to get in the car and go to work now so that I can go and have my matcha before work. Just a warm matcha so I can knock it back with a few extra shots of matcha, a few extra scoops of matcha. And I will catch up with you later. So I've had an easy journey to work and I found an easy place to park. And this is the state of my hair. It's like, it's getting there. Yeah, it's definitely getting there. If I walk quite slowly into work, in the wind it should dry off a little bit more. And then I've got this scrunchie to put in it once I get there. That's my clean apron, so that's going to stay in the car. And yeah, it's quite hot in here, so hopefully it's actually helping my hair to dry as quickly as possible. But at some point I'm just going to have to throw it back into a scrunchie and hope for the best. Hope that it doesn't like just sort of dry with a kink in it where the scrunchie is. Can't decide whether I want to wear my glasses today or not, or shall I just keep them for, although to be fair I've been experiencing quite a lot of eye strain recently, so I think I'll just keep them on and hope for the best, hope for my hair dry, hope that my hair dries. And also I'm going to be keeping it simple today, so I'm just thinking of milk and dinner, and I'm going to be thinking, you know, upload one video, just one video. Maybe there's a couple other little small things that I can do later on. So this is good. I have finished work. So I just got back home and now I'm relaxing on the sofa, which is absolutely amazing. I looked in the mirror and I have this like white stuff in my eyebrows because that is my moisturiser, my niacinamide moisturiser, and I kind of need to remember not to use this in the daytime because it has a pilling effect and I think I can get away with it, but clearly I can't and I don't. But onwards and upwards. Laying here is absolutely truly amazing. So I need to do my video. I'm going to do a couple of other things. Oh, and I need to write something